When you see fish that's this fresh and high quality, you know you've walked into a very special all-you-can-eat spot. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And I am out here in Los Angeles, in Studio City, the land of sushi, because I'm gonna be checking out a rockin' sushi restaurant tonight. Behind me is La Sushi. This restaurant offers the most expensive all-you-can-eat sushi menu that I've seen anywhere in LA. Wow, this should be very interesting. But I heard a lot of great things about it. People even say this might even be the best all-you-can-eat sushi experience you can find in LA. So I encourage you to stick all the way to the end of this video because I'm gonna show you one of the top premium places that you can eat ayce sushi here in LA at La Sushi. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that right now. And in the meantime, I'm going to be heading into La Sushi, and I'm going to be eating a lot of that premium sushi. You bet. Wow, this is kind of a small sushi restaurant, nice and cozy. It's been around for about 4 years, and it's not an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant per se because they have a really excellent a la carte menu, and they're here late nights as well. But they do have this very special all-you-can-eat menu that, like I said, is the most expensive premium I've seen anywhere in LA. So I'm gonna go with the premium tonight, and you're entitled to everything that's in the yellow. 10 order per person, I guess, so you should definitely max that out. As with all the all-you-can-eats I've been to, there are appetizers, like a lot of them, as well as your nigiri sushi and all the rolls, which I know you guys like, right? So this is pretty simple. This column basically means round one. So yes, you're gonna mark everything what you want for round one. Yes, this all looks very good. And then afterwards, so when you're ready for round two, it all goes into this column. Round three, all in that column. And then if you can eat more, I guess there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you'll notice that they also have these no rice rolls. So if you don't want the rice in there, you're kind of being carb sensitive, then yeah, I recommend you get, this stuff. Look at how fancy these rolls are. They even have this thing called the Toro Dragon Roll. I don't eat toro that often in sushi rolls, so this is pretty elevated. I can tell just by looking at the sushi that this is definitely a la carte quality caliber sushi. So me personally, I would pay more money to eat all-you-can-eat sushi and get really nice fish than to really be cheap and get lousy fish. You see, you're really gonna get good stuff here. I came at a pretty good time because when you come during the weekdays, especially right when they open, it's not terribly busy. And like I said, since this is an a la carte restaurant, they have a really big menu full of a lot of great Japanese foods. But if you don't want that and you want to go all you can eat, good news, they got it for you here. You see, here's another reason why you should get the premium $59.95, because you can get stuff like raw oysters. This is super fresh. I can even smell it. So if you guys like appetizers, I would suggest you get something like the yellowtail collar. This is something that I feel is like always good for any Japanese meal occasion. So yes, it's pretty much yellowtail collar, and it comes with ponzu sauce, delicious. And another really great appetizer, the baked mussels. Yes, I get this all the time, and this looks a little fancier than the ones I've seen in the other ayce experiences. Maybe what I'll do is go ahead and get started with some of these raw oysters, because these, you should eat all the way in the beginning because it's so refreshing. It's kind of like that food that really gets you ready for the rest of this meal. So yes, let's do it. That melts in your mouth. Now I feel like I'm in an oyster house. But of course it's more Japanese flavored because it has that ponzu sauce over it. So refreshing and so fresh. I don't know if you guys are into oysters because some people are really not. If you're not, completely okay. But if you are, they actually have it on the menu. Isn't that pretty cool? Ponzu sauce adds tremendous sweet flavor to this. I feel like I can just order that as my lunch special and be so happy with it. If you haven't had a yellowtail collar, you should try it. You really should. And we got our rolls as well, starting with the lemon roll. Now this is the one I always like to get. So lemon roll has tempura, blue crab inside, cucumber, as well as those lemon wedges on top. Wow, now this is pretty crazy. This is the Toro Dragon Roll. So you heard that right. You got some toro on top with avocado, cucumber, tobiko. You know, the tobiko comes in 3 different colors. How nice. And then down here, we have their house special roll, the La La roll. So this has salmon underneath as well as avocado, real blue crab, not imitation. Some tobiko on top, and this whole thing is seared to perfection. And this one on the menu is called Albacore Troika. That is a name I've never heard of before. This one has no rice, just like it sounds. There's albacore outside, and it looks like there's avocado inside, along with some of that blue crab and some lemon wedges. So in here we got the salmon on top and some crab, shrimp tempura. I just love that piece of lemon on top of it. Yes, I actually do eat that piece. That's right on top of it. It's okay, perfectly safe. Yeah, so that is something that's like my new favorite roll whenever I go to a sushi restaurant. But then again, look how fancy these rolls can get, like the Toro Dragon Roll. Since it's fatty tuna on top, it'll just melt in your mouth. It's like so rich. So here's a roll I would definitely get again when I come to this restaurant. And for sure, based on what I'm tasting right now, I definitely will be back to this restaurant. It is pretty superb so far. Wow, so smoky. It's like so much very tiny pieces of that tobiko that's on top. Can you see it? Kind of? I know, it's a little bit hard to see, but it's just like so much of it all over the sushi roll. I don't know if I've ever had a sushi roll with so much of this tobiko, these eggs on top. Hey, but it's very tasty though. It tastes very grainy in your mouth, in a good way though. Now here we go with the baked mussels. Now I think this is one of the lighter color ones that I've seen, because usually when I've had baked mussels, it's like pretty dark, like caramelized dark. I think that's really as fresh as it can get for an all-you-can-eat experience. Because I've had this at times where it kind of tasted a little bit old, but this one has that nice chew to it. Yeah, for sure, you should definitely get it. And by the way, they do have this house-made ponzu sauce here that a lot of people request. So if you don't want the traditional soy sauce wasabi, here's another thing you could dunk a lot of your sushi in, whether it's the rolls or the nigiri. Okay, that works. Well, it makes the sushi really sweet, like citrusy sweet. So this is my nigiri platter. Up there, that's albacore, sweet shrimp, and then we also have some Spanish mackerel, very good stuff, and some toro, which is fatty tuna, and that one is the jumbo scallop, the hotate, and then some bluefin tuna, and then all the way to the bottom, yellowtail, and salmon to the right. And the pieces are cut so thick too. I mean, it really looks like it came out of an a la carte sushi restaurant. Oh yeah, I can already tell. This is really one of the top all-you-can-eat sushi menus I've had in LA. The $59.95 is definitely the way to go because you get stuff like sweet shrimp. It almost tastes like eating a shrimp fillet. That's how soft that thing is. If you guys have never had sweet shrimp before, try it. You're missing out because it's like one of the best sushis that you can eat. By the way, what sushis do you usually like to get when you go to a sushi restaurant? Drop it in that comment section. I would love to know more about you guys. Even that Spanish mackerel was like, wow. Because I've had Spanish mackerel and an all-you-can-eat where it kind of tasted a little fishy, you know what I'm talking about? But this one, so clean tasting and so soft too. I mean, I can't believe this is an all-you-can-eat menu. This thing tastes amazing. Can you tell how excited I am? Rich and melt in your mouth. I mean, that's the way I describe toro all the time because I don't know what else to say about it. It's just really good toro. And did I tell you that they have this really awesome kizami wasabi they give you with the meal? It'll really make that soy sauce flavor feel more organic or fresher. You know, something about it just tastes better. So yeah, you should definitely request it and put it in your soy sauce. No complaints about that one too. That jumbo scallop, so soft, so much flavor. Tastes just like something out of the sea. I mean, it is out of the sea, but you know what I'm saying, right? I think these are some of the thickest cuts of fish I've seen in an all-you-can-eat, so they don't get cheap on you, and that's really a good thing. Let me tell you that. I'm so happy right now. Yellowtail also tastes like toro in many ways, in that it's soft, melts in your mouth. It's almost like describing a strawberry, because it's like, I can kind of describe what a strawberry tastes like, but if you've never had it before, how can I really describe it? You just have to, you know, try it in order to experience the different flavors of it. Most of the time when I go to sushi restaurants, even in buffets, it's like, how could you go wrong with salmon? Yeah, so this one, no different. It's really good salmon. So if you guys like salmon, you should get it. And I also have to have my eel as well. This is the freshwater eel, the unagi. Gotta get it all the time, 100% of the time. I like that eel sauce over it. It's pretty sweet, but the eel has been cooked perfectly. You know, toasted perfectly. It's very soft. I don't know if you guys had eel before, but it's really one of those things that you should get to complete a sushi experience. I feel like if this entire sushi platter were made of eel, I can still go at it and be very happy. Here we go, round number 2. I know I shouldn't be using my stomach space for this, but I'm really in the mood for some miso soup. Let's try it. Ooh, octopus, okay, and maybe some of that egg as well. You see, you can really have fun with this thing. And so round 2 begins. This is the spicy tuna over crispy rice, and it looks like there's avocado, jalapeno, and some spicy mayo on tops. Very good. Since it's pretty cold out there, gotta have some of that soup to warm me up a little bit, right? You know, it's like a very typical miso soup. Actually, you're not supposed to drink it with a spoon. Traditionally, Japanese, like that. Now here's something that's super popular in LA, especially on Ventura Boulevard, the spicy tuna over crispy rice. So I guess I should get it just to fit with the theme, right? Oh, that rice is really crispy, and it kind of has like a chewiness to it too. I don't know if you guys are spicy tuna fans. I mean, me personally, it's not like my #1 choice, but hey, if it's part of the AYC menu, I'll definitely try it. And here is my second nigiri platter. So we got some amberjack, premium item, and that is octopus. I always like to get that. And that's salmon belly, as well as some kampachi, as well as tamago, which is sweet egg. That amberjack is really good too. So I would say that it's kind of crunchy, but in a very soft way, like a very light crunchiness. How about some octopus to kind of balance out the textures, right? Don't you just love the crunchy chewiness of that octopus? Now, not another one of my big choices, but you know, I just like variety, try something new each time. Okay, now here's a really top choice for me, the salmon belly. Look how fatty that thing looks. So this is like the toro of salmon. Wow, that one tastes richer than the other salmon, and crunchier too. Now I want to let you guys know that just because there's limitation on the premium items, it doesn't mean that you can not order more. I mean, you could order more if you're willing to pay the additional price, because after all, this is an a la carte restaurant, so you know, most of the time people are paying a la carte prices for all of this food. But what I'm showing you is their special all-you-can-eat menu. So one of the sweeter tasting eggs that I've had.
I mean, after all, it is called sweet egg, so it's supposed to taste like this, right?
This is ayce, which is Osaka style fish. So we got the shrimp as well as the mackerel.
Oh, it's like so smoky. That one has definitely been torched. You can taste it. I feel like when you torch anything, it makes it taste better. I think the easier way to do this is to use your fingers. So kind of like finger sushi. Definitely, that's what you gotta do. I mean, you could use your hands to pick up any of the sushi because that's the way they did back in the old days. But this one, I think it's just better if you pick it up because it's gonna fall apart. But it tastes so good though. If you see a blue crab hand roll on the menu, you should get it. I mean, look at this one. Wow, it looks like it came out of like sugarfish or kazunori. How nice. So I would say this is definitely one of top 2 all-you-can-eat sushis that I've had in LA. It's definitely the top one I've had in the San Fernando Valley. So yes, if you are in the Valley or perhaps you're in downtown LA and you want to drive over here, you're willing to spend 60 bucks, you're going to get some pretty premium stuff. So I would recommend definitely max out the premium stuff. I mean, they taste a lot better than the non-premium stuff, obviously. But you're gonna get really some of the best sushi you'll find in any all-you-can-eat menu. So remember that here at Lala Sushi, which opens late at night as well. I mean, parking is kind of challenging out there, but you know, you'll find it. So come on over here, late night, have fun. All-you-can-eat sushi, drinks, a la carte menu, so much going on for it. All right guys, so before I close out this episode, I want to give a shout out to Tino, who's the head chef here at Lala Sushi. So when you come to this restaurant, tell him or the staff that you saw this video and they're gonna hook you up with a free soda with dine-in. Is that right, Tino?
That's right. Come in.
Okay, all right. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next food adventure.